In episode 106 of Soul Land 2, the Peerless Tang Clan, an intense chapter of Huo Yuhao's journey unfolds. A chapter filled with sacrifice, loyalty, and ultimate awakening. As the battle reaches its most dangerous peak, Huo Yuhao finds himself besieged by two Titled Douluo, powerhouses of the Holy Spirit Church, leaving him isolated and severely outmatched. Despite his genius-level intellect and spiritual strength, the odds are overwhelming. His mission to rescue the hostages in Risheng City had just concluded successfully, but he remained behind, bound by a promise he made earlier, a promise to help Nan Qiu'er rescue her mother, Nan Shuishui, once the others were safe. That moment of honor now places his life on the line. Following his intricate plan, Nan Shuishui is successfully rescued, but Huo Yuhao is soon surrounded by elite enemies. Hundreds of soul mentors and the might of two Titled Douluo descend upon him without mercy. His only defense is his formidable spiritual consciousness, which allows him to fight beyond his level. But the pressure grows heavier by the second. At this critical moment, Wang Qiuer arrives. Without hesitation, she joins forces with Huo Yuhao. Their martial souls begin to fuse, forming a powerful combination. The sudden surge in strength surprises even the experienced Nan Shuishui, who can hardly believe that two young cultivators, barely in their 20s, can face the crushing might of Titled Douluo head-on. Their cooperation is fluid, their aura terrifying, and for a moment the tide seems to shift. But power has a price. Every second of martial soul fusion drains their energy at an exponential rate. The fused soul power that gives them a fighting chance is quickly diminishing. Despite their strength and determination, the enemies they face are simply too overwhelming. The pressure continues to build until the situation becomes untenable. Realizing the truth, Huo Yuhao makes the ultimate decision. With death staring him in the face, he tells Wang Qiuer his plan: to use himself as bait, drawing the attention of the enemy, so that she can return to the academy and request backup. At first, Wang Qiuer is silent, but after a brief moment, she agrees. It is a painful choice, but both of them understand what's at stake. With that, Huo Yuhao elevates his spiritual thoughts to an unprecedented level. His mind flashes back to everything: his journey alongside Tianmeng, the Ice Empress, the Snow Lady, the God-making plan, and all those who place their hope in him. Guilt and sorrow swirl in his heart, but his resolve is firm. He channels all his partner's powers into Wang Qiuer, whose dragon god bloodline could carry their dream forward. Then Huo Yuhao begins to burn his spiritual sea. This shocking act leaves the enemies stunned. The elders of the Holy Spirit Church and the other soul masters watching can't believe their eyes. Burning one's spiritual sea is essentially burning one's soul, a final, irreversible act that ensures death but unlocks temporary, terrifying power. In that climactic moment, Huo Yuhao's spiritual pressure reaches a level that few in the world could withstand. With a single explosive release of energy, he wipes out the encircling soul masters. Even Wu Yu, a high-level soul Douluo, is killed on the spot. The two Titled Douluo themselves are forced to flee, their pride shaken and their lives in jeopardy. One of the Holy Spirit Church elders admits that if Huo Yuhao's full force had been aimed solely at him, he wouldn't have survived, even with his Titled Douluo cultivation. Such is the level of destruction Huo Yuhao unleashed in that final act. Yet despite this moment of victory, Huo Yuhao pays the price. His life is slipping away, his body and spirit disintegrating. As the battle ends and his enemies retreat, Huo Yuhao turns to Wang Qiuer, ready to say his final goodbye. He knows that this moment is the end, that he won't be able to walk away from this battle. But something incredible happens. Just as his consciousness begins to fade, Wang Qiuer steps forward. The eye of destiny on her forehead shines brilliantly and connects with Huo Yuhao. In that moment of contact, an intense revelation explodes within his mind. He sees Wang Qiuer's memories and learns the truth of her identity. She is not human. She is, in fact, the three-eyed golden lion from the Great Stardew Forest, a creature he once encountered but never fully understood. Now the pieces come together. Wang Qiuer reveals that after her attribute alignment, her destiny became intertwined with Huo Yuhao's. It was that bond that led her to take human form and walk alongside him. Her existence and her journey were always meant to be part of his path, and now she is prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice. Without hesitation, Wang Qiuer begins the sacrificial process. In Soul Land, such a sacrifice allows one being to give up their own life, soul, and cultivation to restore another. Through her act of selflessness, Wang Qiuer channels everything she is into Huo Yuhao. And in that moment, Huo Yuhao lives again. Through Wang Qiuer's sacrifice, he is pulled back from the brink of annihilation. The power, the bond, the emotion, all converge to grant him a second chance. Her soul, her love, and her destiny become part of him forever. The Titled Douluo, who had once looked down on them, fled in fear. But the true victory belongs to neither them nor even the rescuers. It belongs to the one who gave everything, Wang Qiuer. Her secret is finally revealed, her feelings finally known, and her sacrifice will be the cornerstone of what Huo Yuhao becomes from this point on. But what does this mean for the future of the Peerless Tang Sect? What path lies ahead now that Huo Yuhao has escaped death, reborn through the gift of the three-eyed golden lion? And how will he carry this burden of love and sacrifice into the battles yet to come? The answers lie ahead in the next chapters of Soul Land 2, the Peerless Tang Clan. The story of Huo Yuhao and Wang Qiuer is far from over. One gave everything, and the other now carries the weight of that sacrifice. What comes next may reshape the future of the Peerless Tang Sect in the entire continent. If you've been moved by this powerful episode and want to follow every twist and revelation, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a single update. More epic battles, emotional choices, and unforgettable moments await in Soul Land 2, the Peerless Tang Clan. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.